Financial got the flow. AI solutions let your business grow. We'll take you where you need to go. Success is the path we always show. Bravo, bravo, making dreams.
Hey, Mark Bravo here on AI Digital Solutions. So I'm shooting this video because we're obviously promoting our products, but if I don't promote my product, then you guys don't get it. Which is I call it a wow system, but it's part of it is bookkeeping, right? Because nobody wants to really. Oh, I'm so excited about bookkeeping. Nobody's really excited about bookkeeping, but I built some things into it that are very interesting for small business owners. Hoping to catch you guys this morning. I don't know, maybe in between whatever you're doing in your business. Maybe this video will go out to you a little bit down the road today. Either way, I'm doing this videos 4 or 5 times a day on different products that I sell that are helping small business owners. So let's talk about bookkeeping. So I built Bravo AI Bookkeeping. Stop wasting your money on books you don't even understand. Most people don't understand their books. So I built this tax planning and AI bookkeeping. Now, if you're going to somebody that does your taxes and they're not doing tax planning, it's both of your faults. You should know better. You should be going to somebody that's doing tax planning instead of trying to save a buck. Now, I do understand though, some CPAs charge probably $500 on up to do business taxes. Or do your bookkeeping, probably anywhere from $200 to $500 a month, depending on how many transactions you got. So your complete AI financial team. So we do double entries. I know you don't care about this, but I'm just telling you what it can take any business. That's the bottom line. It can help you with any business. We have bank feeds, receipt capture, tax planning, which no bookkeeping system has. Obviously, I would like to take down, they're huge, they've been around for years, is QuickBooks. They make $12 billion a year, you guys, and selling you a product you can't even use. You got to get an accountant, you got to get a bookkeeper, or you got to go to University of YouTube and try to figure it out. Look, I know QuickBooks. I used to get certified, I used to sell it, and everybody else told me this is very complicated. I'm not an accountant. So I've always kept that in my brain. So as I became an AI consultant a couple of years ago and got involved with AI, as soon as it came out back in 22, I started to see maybe I have the ability to build these things. And now the time has passed and I can't do it. So I put a lot of hours into my apps. I'm not an app business. We're a combination, and we help small business, but we build apps so you don't have to learn anything. And I'm going to show you in a minute. So who's this built for? What businesses? I built it for every small business. There's nothing in here. HVAC contractors, plumbing businesses, electrical contractors, roofers, any home service. This is a no-brainer to get, you guys. Martial arts, fitness, dojos, gyms, personal trainers, yoga studios, dance and swim schools, sports and coaching, zero medical, auto and professional, auto repair body, all these businesses. The ones I don't do is, and I can't because I built it in there, marijuana dispensaries, and I can do attorneys. They're a special one, but I can't do attorneys. Most I don't think QuickBooks can do these. But so with that being said, I'll show you the price. It replaces your entire financial stack. And I'm going to show you the software itself, and you're going to see why it does replace that. Your stack today, QuickBooks subscription, expensive monthly bookkeeper, separate tax planning software, or you're paying somebody for tax planning, no receipt scanner. It's costing you hundreds a month. I don't know. Everybody's going to be different. It's going to be anywhere from 200 to a couple of thousand. With us, all of the above is included. AI does the heavy lifting, forms auto-built for your CPA. Now, I understand that people hate AI. I embraced it right away because I seen how it can help me and then help me and my business, and my son's my partner, but also seen, guys, I can finally help small business owners do all the things that I want to do. Get leads. I built a lead system. I'm constantly showing my videos, you guys. I'm speaking to you small business owners. Nobody's calling me you guys. They're looking for the guys already making money. Believe me, I'm in all kinds of marketing webinars, you name it. It's all I do. Do this all day, 6, 7 days a week. And I notice nobody's going to the little guy who fixes bikes on the corner. He should have the system, but he ain't gonna pay 10 grand. So thank goodness me and my son are not greedy human beings like most people who charge 15, 20 grand for what I do. I charge very little, and you get it's so much over delivered. I can't even explain it until you take this first product. This is the one that I'm going to be pushing to most people because you need this. Most business I watch guys who built, I don't know, it could be restaurants, home service, whatever. You know what most of them say they need? It's two things they need besides their expertise to start in a business with a couple bucks, right, to get it going. A social media guy. I can't think of the name of the guy right now. I watch all kinds of successful people that come from nothing, right? This is what I study. I constantly do this. But my point was not just him, multiple people said what they would hire first is a bookkeeper so he can understand and see his numbers, and a social media manager. Now I built that. It's in my softwares, and my goal is I'm not trying to say don't go with a marketing company because I'm kind of that way, but I'm taking myself out of the marketing because I'm building my system where it's so cheap and you guys have everything. Everybody is happy. You guys are getting what you want. If you want to make millions, I give you the potential to do that, and I give you the potential to do other things. And like I said, if you start following me, you'll start seeing all my apps. How to do a trust. You just go on, put your information, now your house is protected. I don't need a trust. I'm only 35. I ain't gonna die. I live life and I've seen situations. I'll give you one quick one. Old friend of mine, a long time ago, I told him to get a trust. This is before AI, of course, right? I couldn't do trust. You go to a lawyer, you pay 2, 3, 4,000. And it was just something, I learned many years ago about trust in the early 2000s. And I was still working at the time, and I would go to work, business. I had a unique situation. When I go back to work, I always give people a heads up why you need a trust. I'm talking to a few guys. Months later, one of the guys comes up to me. Now, I heard his wife was in a coma in a hospital. And he goes, hey, bro, I remember you talked about the trust. And he was one of the guys that kind of laughed it out like, who are you to talk about a trust? You drive a freaking forklift. I'm going to listen to you. But he came, caught me one-on-one, and he explained to me the situation. I said, bro, I'll take that back. So it was probably months before his wife. Now I think about it, because I had the conversation. It was maybe a year before his wife got sick that I told him about it. Then she got sick, and then he came to me, and this is where the conversation was. And he says, hey, the hospital, our insurance ran out. I didn't really understand, when we have health insurance, there's a limit to it, 1.5, 2 million. Once that's out, then your family's got to pay. So his wife was in a coma in a hospital, and once the insurance ran out, they told him you got to pay 10 grand. He did it 1 month and he couldn't do it no more. And then they just attached his house. So now 10 grand is going to come out every month. That's fine. If he doesn't pay him, they're going to keep her alive, but he's going to lose his house eventually. And that's where the trust came in. If he would have been in the trust, they couldn't have took that 10 grand. They would have had to still keep her in the hospital. Long story short, she eventually passed away. He sold the house to pay the hospital off. And, eventually he passed away too. It was cancer. Bottom line is this: bookkeeping, planning, trust are essential. So I built all these things. I'm not going to show you everything today. My thing is just to show you a little bit of the bookkeeping. This is a live video right now. I know you guys are busy and this ain't an exciting subject, but I just told you, in the last 10 years, if you ask people who are millionaires, they got to start all over again. The two things they would need more than anything is a bookkeeper and a social media manager, somebody to get them out there. I teach people that. I like to teach people that more than them go pay somebody 10, 15 grand to do it, because that's the kind of money you're paying to hire, a bookkeeper, a social media manager. I mean, on and on and on, a marketing team. I built everything for you guys. But let's start with the bookkeeping. I'm giving that to you 14 days free. It's $59. I already told you the price. Let me tell you what it does. So I'm already logged in. This is a fake company, Prime Plumbing. So it asked me a few questions. So I'm going to show you something. If you already understand bookkeeping or if you dealt with it, with chart of accounts, you got to have a chart of accounts. So my system asks you 2 or 3 questions, and then what? It sets up your chart of accounts. And then it'll log you into here, and let's go to chart of accounts and see if it set it up. Here's the chart of accounts. This is the plumbing company. Cash, accounts receivable, equipment, tools, vehicles and equipment, plumbing tools and equipment, parts and materials inventory. This has everything a plumber needs, or that industry, home service, right? Most people have to, like, I think with QuickBooks, you guys have to get a special. It's more expensive bookkeeping software, right? I built mine. I don't care if your business is complicated, like nonprofit. I built it for nonprofits. Most people don't have that. Nonprofits got to get another one. I care about small businesses because I come from there. So I built this for anybody, any small business owner. And it was that's what took me. Been working on this for 6 months. It's ready to go. I'm selling it now. And all my apps, I do a 14-day trial. Why? Because I would like that. As a business owner, I say, well, some people do a 14-day trial and then other people don't. Well, I like the people who do 14-day trials, right? If they have a good product, they'll do it. So I feel all my products are good, so I'm doing a 14-day trial. So let me show you a little bit. Okay, so I showed you that. Here's a scan receipt. It's on your phone. Let's say you have you want to have a little thing for your team. Barbecue on a Saturday, you go to Costco, you get the receipt. For me, I never make it home. Now, if I do anything for business, I can now take a picture of the receipt, and it goes right into my bookkeeping software. It's done. I throw the receipt away now. I have a picture of it. IRS error automated. The picture, the receipt's there. Everything's there. Let me go back. So once you're in, once you answer a few questions, it's going to slap you here, and it's going to have your name and everything. And then you're going to come here and connect your bank. That's the most important thing. That's how you don't have to do anything. Once the bank's connected, this thing will take over there. AI scan usage, enter your starting numbers. This is where we asked you a few questions before you logged into your bookkeeping software. And now you're going to do some final numbers, like with your investment and all these other numbers. Let me show you. I told you I had, here's a cash forecast. So I built this. So once you start making money and you're using my bookkeeping system for 30 days to 60, it'll start forecasting what you're going to do. It fires you up. I like this. And I would put this on a huge screen in my office. Because now, see here, what do I always say? Know your numbers. This is why you get a bookkeeper. You don't care about the bookkeeper. You care about what he can do for you. So you need to know you don't need a bookkeeper no more. You just look at this big old, I'd put it on a big old screen in your office. Income, it's going to show every day as soon as you come in the office. Expenses, it's going to show. Your profit, it's going to show. When your profit is no profit, you got a problem. Then you start digging on it that day, right? You don't have to wait 2 weeks. This is why bookkeeping is essential. Estimated tax you owe. I tell business to pay on a quarterly basis instead of getting hit at the end of the year. Unless you're buying a couple houses, you'll never pay taxes. We'll talk about that another time. So I want to show you something that I built into the software. It shows you how to pay your house off, shows you how to pay your cars off, it shows you how to deal with your bills, and it shows you how to do it in such a way that you're not putting a lot more money. It just shows you how to move your money around to pay things off. I give you, for instance, let's say you have a credit card, it's 21%, it's $5,000. This system's going to tell you to attack that credit card. So it'll tell you to pay everybody else minimum and attack that credit card. Then once it's finished, it moves on. This system does that. It's free. It's inside the bookkeeping software. I built it because I think people do want to pay their bills off. They want to be in control, pay their house off quicker. Now there's other ways to do it, right? But this is the easiest way to do it. It walks you through it. I have a coach in here she can tell you, answer any question. Smart debt elimination. I put in infinite banking. This is if somebody wants to be their own bank. Infinite banking is kind of the way to do it. I learned a long time ago. It's in here. It's free. I mean, well, it's with the software. So with this software, you can pay all your debts off. It's real easy to use. We do an onboarding when anybody gets our software. We help them onboard. So back to the bookkeeping. Also, I I believe in security, right? So I usually have a little course I give to my clients so they can get secured their computer as much as possible. Well, one thing I did, I built this hub. I like it. I just built it not too long ago, but I finally refined it. So now I'm starting to load all my apps in here. So I don't need to go everywhere. I just go log into my hub. Everything's secured inside. I can go right here and it opens the bookkeeping, right? So now I'm at the bookkeeping app again. So you get this. You get this, you get the bookkeeping and the tax planning. And let me go back to the bookkeeping software. See, we get sign in. Yeah. I'm going to show you something else. Most business, I talked about tax planning in the beginning. It's built into the software. So let's go to tax planning. Here's your quarterly taxes. It'll show you what you have to pay quarterly right here. Everything's here, you guys. You don't need to call accountant, bookkeeping. This is real easy to use. There's no learning curve. We do an onboarding and we teach you how to use it if you're not familiar at all, but you don't have to know anything. This thing will teach you. I got a little bot here. You can ask them any question. It has the power of a CPA and a tax attorney. It knows everything. It gives you little ideas. How much money did I make this year? Let's say you want to be lazy. You don't even want to look. Just ask. It knows everything what's going on. Show me my top 5 expenses. How do I add a vendor? How do I connect my bank? It's all basic. And you can ask anything you want. So I built AI everywhere. Now I haven't done this, but I'm going to put voice AI. I already have it in some of my apps, and I'll show you as you follow me. You'll start to see where you just click and talk to it. So click and talk to it. And then you'll be able to command it. If you want to do that, right? You're going to have 3 options or 2 options. So this is the bookkeeping software. I'm telling you, you guys need this. You need to know your numbers. Ever just seen watch Shark Tank? Know your numbers. That's what they say, right? So your numbers will be nice and bold, big. It's up to you how big the screen you want to buy, right? So I did want to touch on you, no matter what your martial arts, yoga, home service, electrical, plumber, whatever. I built a special management software for you guys, and then I connect it to my marketing. I'll give you a little example here. Let me show you. This is an app I built. I came from the karate business. I used to run karate schools in the late 80s, 90s. And so they've always been in my mind, right? I want to help the martial arts industries. One of, I was just going to do martial arts, but with AI, I can do any business. And I'm looking you in the face and I'm telling you, I can help you. I don't care what small business you have. I don't leave nobody behind. So this is the management software. You go in here, you can see like a pro shop is there. I have everything built into the management part. It does everything a karate school needs. And then I put in a CRM. My CRM is connected to this, so it makes it very powerful. So you need social media manager, it's in my CRM. And this is what we show you on an ongoing if you get our full course. But I want you just to get this, $59, and see how easy it is, see how you don't have to learn. And then maybe you'll say, okay, maybe I'll work with this guy on one of his management. So this is just a martial arts one. I've done one for home services. You guys know you use Titan, you pay up. What Titan charges you for one truck, I think it's 150 to 200 bucks. You got 10 trucks, you're paying $2,000. That's crazy. What they charge you for one truck, I charge you for 2 trucks. I don't care if you have 50 trucks. That's my monthly. I'm very simple, you guys. And I do a weekly education training on anything that you're going to need. Would it be social media, how to be found better, whatever it is, marketing team. I built everything for you guys in one system for a small down payment and for a small monthly. Now, this system here is the marketing system. It does everything. It's connected to the management. Okay, and they work together, they talk together. You will never know it's not one software. So this one does everything: lead capture, funnels, text, email, bookkeeping, calendar, social media scheduling, social media, period, marketing, automated follow-up. If you want to do a membership, it's all there. And I should guess what, you guys? I've taught my AI Claude to go in and build anything. So I teach people the same thing that I'm doing. You can build amazing stuff with what I teach you. But now this is just a bookkeeping. Just get this one. Pay $59. See if this is working for you. This is what, it could do for you. Stop guessing which lead to call first. Just look on your phone and look on who's I think I put a scoring system. So if somebody has a certain color, they look like they've been missing a lot of classes, you may want to pay attention to them. So after the class is over, you can sit down, make a phone call. Never miss a ballot promotion, because AI will set it up, send the emails out, do everything, send the applications out, charge them, everything. And it takes you out of the picture. You just want to teach. Don't lose a student over expired credit card. You send an email to parents back on paying you on time. Turn your voice notes into clean records. Just finish a class, you see Johnny's missing, and now you're telling the software, because I told you I can put voice in there anytime I want. I think I put voice in martial arts one already. And you just say, hey, I noticed Johnny didn't come to class today. Can you go ahead and send him a reminder? And then we have a sequence already and goes out to him, right? Sal and autopilot while you teach. Your phone. You don't have to build a big old staff now. You can have 30, 40 students in your karate class, and your phone sitting here. You don't need to answer it. AI answer it. It'll book that a person, bring them in, get a schedule. It's pretty good. Make money when the mats are empty. So I've studied all kinds of programs in the martial arts. I found one that I like, and I built it. It was an international program that does kickboxing, keeps people in shape, but it does a lot of different boot camps. Bully boot camp, kidnap boot camp. You can do them for nurses, whatever, strippers, whatever, right? You can do a 4-hour workshop on Saturday and charge $199 or $299. It depends on what area you're in, right? And let's say you get 15 people, and I give you everything, by the way. I give you all the marketing and everything, how to do this. And you get 15 people at $299, that's $8,000. You do that twice a month, so you're not wasting all your Saturdays. You can even pay a black belt to do that. Now you can pay your black belt $500 for the day, or maybe more. Depends, if you like your black belt. And now he's teaching the class, and you're at home with your family. And he's making a grip of money, and you're getting your rent paid instead of having an empty school on a Saturday. So these are the kind of things I can help businesses with. I even put in here, if you don't like the dark mode, I put on all my apps. You can switch it to light mode. It's just simple. So for the bookkeeping software, for this is what I'm talking about today. This is the first product I'd like you to get, because most people, they really don't pay attention in this area. They write it on paper or whatever, or they hire a bookkeeper. And like I said, if you want to pay a bookkeeper and you don't want to bring it in-house, that's fine. Then you shouldn't be watching this video probably. But if you're one of the people who said, man, this could be amazing for me, because now I won't have a bookkeeping problem. You really won't. I already told you how easy it is. It's $59, you guys. It's $59. So you can start for free for 14 days. So you can put in your bank and see it and go, oh, this thing's amazing. Pay the $59 when up to the 14 days. And then we'll do an onboarding, or I'll probably do an onboarding before. And then now you have a bookkeeping system. You ain't got to hire all these people. You can go to bravoaibooks.com. And right here it is. And then sign up for free, 14 days. Or you can say trial. And I have my bot because I'm AI. I have my bot will send you a link. I don't have to tell it. It's already trained. That's pretty cool. I can teach you how to do that too. But the bookkeeping is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna be doing these 3 or 4 times a day. I think business owners should be all over this. I know if I was a business owner, this is the first thing you want. Can I connect it to a POS of the restaurant? Yes. This is built for all small businesses. And I told you it's tax planning. And your numbers sit in this bookkeeping. At the end of the year, you ain't got to depend on that book, making sure how you know your bookkeeper is any good. See, I got no problem with humans, right? I'm human. But I know one thing, AI, and I picked up in the beginning, AI knows numbers better than humans. So I'll put it against any humans, but most people lie on AI. I don't know if it's like I said, I'm not getting into politics. You know how nasty politics are, but I see one thing that's crazy. I notice a lot of people on the left are not pushing AI because I guess the people on the right are pushing it. That's crazy. That's idiot. You're an idiot if you think that way. This is going to help your business. What do you think Google and all these people, they had at Walmart, they had AI for the last 15, 20 years. They're killing us. Now we have the ability to match up with them. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm telling you, you do. So there's the, just go on there and put a comment trial and my bot will take over. I don't even have to tell it. It takes over, it'll send you a link and then you sign up, or you can go to bravoaibooks.com. I know this is a long video, but this is one of the most important tools. I told you, if a guy that, not one guy, multiple people, I've heard this multiple times. The 2 things you need is a social media manager and a bookkeeping. And this has the bookkeeping. The social media manager, you want to talk about that, I can definitely help you there. But get this bookkeeping, you guys, make your life easier. It's all AI. Don't be afraid of AI. Embrace it. It's here. It ain't going nowhere. The ones that don't embrace it will be left behind eventually. So thank you for watching this video. I know you guys are getting busy right now, restaurants, home service, you're getting the guys out, all that stuff. Hopefully you can sit down and watch this and get this bookkeeping and try it. And remember, I say for the first 50 people, the $59, and I'm be honest with you, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it at 59. Everybody tells me the value is amazing, but I go, yeah, but I also understand AI helped me build this, so I don't need to charge $500 for this. No, $59, and you get tax planning, and you get the bookkeeping app, you get the debt, and you get the hub. All that for $59 a month. Come on.